And good Saturday morning to everybody.
Good morning, everyone.
Welcome back once again. Thanks so much for spending your Saturday morning with us. How you doing, partner?
I'm doing okay. We were just talking. Had to take my dad to the VA hospital the other night, and his heart rate went up, but he checked out fine. So everybody's good and back home. My cousin's doing a lot better. Both cousins. So it's been a good week that way, other than the little scare we had. But it's been all good. We got rain, and then we had ice, and then we got snow on top of that right now.
Oh.
So it's a good little winter mix here in Kentucky.
Oh man, they had us all worried. I think it was Monday night into Tuesday, right? They were saying, "Oh, you're gonna get 9 to 12 inches, blah blah blah, all this stuff." We never got nothing. We never got anything. There was no snow at all, not even a dusting. It never showed up. The storm went to the south of us, I think out through the tip of Massachusetts, and we never got anything. So it was just like, I was never so happy to wake up and see nothing on the ground.
You gotta love weathermen, right?
Oh my gosh. So, well, what do you say? You bring in the peanut gallery and get this shebang rolling?
Let's get it on the road.
All righty, here we go. Back over to there, and let's bring them on in. And good morning to everybody in the peanut gallery.
Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Saturday.
Great to have you all with us again. Let's see. We got Anthony. He's got a little story he's gonna tell us, and then as you can see by my partner there, he's got his equipment ready to go. So we got ECR coming right up. So stay tuned here. Hold on. Here we go. Anthony says, wicked and cool like something out of a Ray Bradbury brew. The house ad's making us drool. The local spinner rack compellingly creaking that we hear it all the way to school. What to do? What to do? The chalkboard at school begins to look like go-go checks as we follow the golden rule. The 3 o'clock bell will soon ring, making our fanatical hearts sing. But wait, we are reminded by looming fate, a bully does block our path to the spinner rack home plate. Contemplate to risk such a fate for a comic book's release date. Indeed, for who can wait? Through the treacherous terrain itself, a mental strain, our spidey senses at their fullest expenses. Our opposition in sight, we now take strategic flight, and relieved as we arrive before a most welcoming light, the shining spinner rack that brings us delight. But on the way back home, it's no fuss. I'll just get back home by bus. A true story shared in rhyme, for I may not be able to join the peanut gallery in time. So there we go.
Hey, let's give it up for the poetic stylings of Mr. Anthony Purdue.
There you go. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, man, dry over here. All right. Thank you so much, Anthony, for that little story. Appreciate that. And there you go. We got Easy Comic Readers with us. Hey, Easy.
He says, good morning, everyone. This is one for the rootin' rod and sharpshooting Shannon to the tune of Boot Scoot Boogie by Brooks and Dunn.
All right.
So I'm going to preface this by saying I'm hooked up to a little practice amp I have, and it kind of buzzes a little bit. But I guess as long as you can hear it, it's okay, because I couldn't plug anything else in or I'd blow the neighbors away. So we're gonna try this, and no promises. Okay. Over on the YouTube past the CGE sign, well, there's Doc's channel. It's a party all the time. The joint starts jumping every Saturday morning when the sun comes up. They got comics, mags, digests, and toys. It's where all the peanuts go to do the CBM boogie.
There we go. All right. Woohoo! Awesome, man. Oh, that's great. Excuse me. ECR, thank you so much for the comic styling, musical stylings, as always. Appreciate that, sir. Shannon, you did it justice, my friend. That was awesome.
Well, I did it something, but yeah.
Sometime we just gotta have you doing that, and we'll take turns showing comics, and you just play that music.
There we go.
Oh, that was awesome, man. Oh, I wish I had that kind of talent, man. I really do. That was tremendous. Thank you so much, Easy Comic Reader. As always, we appreciate that, sir. And who else we got in here? We got Lady M. She's with us again today. Hey, Maranya, good morning.
Good morning, Lady M. Glad to see you.
And she says, great stuff, Anthony and ECR. Good morning to you, and good morning to you.
And Gratu Orloff's in the house. He said,
hey,
hello.
Gratu.
Good morning, buddy. How you doing?
Hope everybody's doing well. Hope the missus is feeling better this week.
Absolutely.
Dr. Von Chilla's in the house. Hey, John, great to have you with us, sir.
Good morning, good doctor. How are you, sir?
He says, howdy, all. And, John, I got to apologize. I haven't gotten back to your email. I was having trouble. He sent me some pictures of some more posters that he's going to get, but I was having trouble getting them. They wouldn't download. I don't know what was going on, so I'm still trying to finagle them to see what's going on.
You got to push the right button, Ringo.
Well, there you go. See, you know me. Technically inept.
I think we're all a little bit that.
And as Maranya, she says hello to Gratu, hello to and howdy John and Pauline. There we go.
And Michael Taylor's in the house. Hello, Doc and Shannon. Hello, sir. Glad to have you.
Howdy, Michael. Great to have you with us once again. We got Maranya saying, did y'all get any snow for Pauline to watch from the window, John? In other words, what's the Pauline report for today?
And Ronnie saying good morning to you, Michael.
And Michael Taylor says hello to Anthony.
And Michael saying hello to ECR.
And he says hello to Maranya as well.
And ECR saying, hey, Michael Taylor.
Michael Taylor says hello, Gratu.
Eric Breen, so far so good. The Jackson filter I installed appears to be working.
Oh my gosh! They did you see them the other night? They did a reading, and it was a romance comic on the Oh my gosh! And they started off making one reference to me, and then the next thing you know, I'm part of the story. But the funny thing was the other male character was a guy named Clint,
your son,
and my son's name is Clint.
Yeah.
So it was just, oh my gosh, it was so funny.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Great to have you with us, Professor. Thank you for joining us. And Jackson Roykirk, the Jackson Roykirk is here.
Good. Welcome, Jackson.
And he says, hello, folks, and a hello to you, Jackson. Great to have you with us again.
Absolutely. And Michael Taylor saying hello to Dr. Von Chilla.
And Eric Breen is saying, I'm firing my IT guy.
Michael Taylor saying hello to Eric.
Oh, and Jackson Roykirk says, that's what you get for hiring a frog as your IT guy.
And Ron, you're saying good morning to you, Eric and Jackson. Play nice.
The blue wrench is out and about. Paul S. is with us this morning.
Good morning, Paul. Good to see you.
Great to have you with us. He says good morning to everyone and a good morning to you, sir. Thanks for hanging out with us.
And Eric Breen says, live and learn.
Live and learn. Life lesson learned. Hippies Collectibles is with us once again. Hey, Tom.
And the hipster's in the house. Good morning, Tom.
And he says, Excelsior, true believers.
And Michael Taylor saying hello to Jackson.
Maranya says good morning to Paul.
And Dr. Von Schill says, barely snow here, Maranya. Howdy, Michael.
Cool beans. Eric Breen says, good morning, Maranya and Michael.
And Jay Lucian's in the house. Welcome, sir.
Hey, Jay, great to have you with us, sir. Thank you for spending your Saturday morning with us.
Oh, yeah. Good morning.
And he says, good morning and good morning to you. And Michael Taylor says, hello, Paul.
And Maranya, Excelsior, hippies, and good morning, Jay.
And Hippies Collectible says, hello, comics, my old... Oh, hello, comics, my old friend. I'm so glad to see you all again. I love it. I love it. Everybody's getting in the act.
Yeah.
I love it.
And Paul S. is saying morning to Maranya.
And Higgy Pop is in the house. Good morning, Higgy.
Hey, good morning, Higgy Pop. Says, good morning to everyone in the Peanut Gallery.
There you go. Great to have you with us once again.
Always.
Michael Taylor says, hello, Jay.
And Hippies is saying, hiya, Lady M.
Paul S. says, good morning to Michael.
And Maranya, the Higgy Pop with the bells dinging.
Higgy Pop says, good morning, Lady M.
And Dr. V is saying, howdy, Tom.
Mike Taylor says, hello to Hippie.
And ECR is saying, Higgy Pop.
And Michael Taylor is saying hello to Higgy.
And Hippie saying, hiya, John. Hiya, Michael.
Tempest from Mars is with us once again. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir, from the land down under.
He says, afternoon, all. Pick up some goodies from the regular comic fair we have here on Mars this morning. Been going to this since the late 80s. Oh, cool.
Oh, wow. Comic fair. Can't beat that.
No, I like that. I like the sound of that, too, a comic fair. We need to start having some of those.
Right. And Jay Lucian says, the Higginator.
And Maranya says, good morning to Rod, Shannon, the Peanut Gallery, the Nuts of the Day, the Friends of Old Fossils, and everyone out there. I think she covered it all right there.
She covered it all. And Michael Taylor says, hello, TFM.
Higgy Pop says, my man Easy in sunny South Texas. Did you see Easy's latest video?
No, I'm kind of way behind on everybody just because of stuff that's been going on, you know.
Yeah. He did like a little show in his room, his collection and everything.
Yeah, I saw the preview, but I didn't get to watch it yet.
That's pretty
on my list today. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm like, I wish I had that. It looks like a huge room with bookcases, which are perfect for what he's gonna do, you know. And I'm like, man, I wish I had that kind of room. I wish I had a room like that where I could just lay it all out and display it.
Yeah, I am going to watch that today.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how when he's finished with it, see how it looks. It looks great now. Lead Paint is with us this morning. Hey, LP, great to have you with us, sir.
Happy Saturday, Lead Paint.
He says, good morning, gents. Good news. This time of year, I can watch you live. Bad news is, it's because I'm at work.
hey, however it works out, buddy, we're always glad to have you.
A little silver lining, right? There we go. Yes, great to have you with us. Thanks for hanging out with us. Even if you're at work, that's awesome.
Right. And Hippie says, got a little snow last night. Tomorrow, 3 to 6 inches. Yeah.
Oh, I don't envy you, Tom. Oh, we've been lucky so far this week. Eric Breen says, Rod, did you forget to hit the start button? No. I smashed that. Literally
and
smashed
deservedly
it.
so. Yeah.
I want nothing to do with that white stuff out there.
And Paul S. says, did anyone see that Crisis on Infinite Earth is getting the whole series reprinted in facsimile starting in April? Yeah, I saw that just the other day. They're doing all 12 issues as facsimiles.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Moranya says, good morning from across the pond, TFM. Good morning, Lead Paint as well.
And Jay Lucian says, saw that, Paul S. Yep.
Yeah. Very cool. I just picked up, I'll show it in the first round here. I picked up a facsimile that I've been wanting to get. So Lead Paint says he's clapping for Moranya.
And Hippie's Collectibles, ooh, 5-string bass. Yeah, that's my baby. That's my Schecter Studio 5. Yeah.
Oh, that was great too. I got to get you to do some intro music for us and stuff like that.
I can do that. I'll have to work with what I got going on. I mean, might have the time, but like I told you what I got going on as far as like having to practice music.
Right. I know right now you got a lot on your plate musically.
Yeah, we got a show coming up the 8th of next month at a music hall, and then I think I might have told you about the wedding we're playing at the end of March. On the
now,
30th.
what is the name of the new band that you're playing with?
It's called Paul King and High Noon.
Paul King and High Noon? Cool.
Yeah, I think he plays with a couple of other bands, and one is Paul King and High Country, and he does some acoustic stuff. And he started early like me. He's probably like mid-40s, and then 2 of the guys like our age, and one of the guys that plays steel guitar, his daughter is going to play fiddle, and then we got a drummer that's in his 40s. But pretty much everybody's pretty local, so that's good for me because anytime I've been in a band, I've had to drive like an hour to rehearse. So I was 10 minutes down the road, and I'm, hey, this is cool.
I gotta love that.
What makes it easier on me,
Absolutely, very cool, awesome. Michael Taylor says hello to Lead Paint.
And Lead Paint, MT, my man.
Michael Taylor says, Anthony, very good. I like it. Anthony's story.
And Jay Lucian, here we go. Do-si-do.
Joshua's with us this morning. Hey, Joshua, great to have you with us, sir.
Hey, Joshua, good morning. He says, hello, everyone. I see Shannon has his bass. Cool.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
And Maranya says, good morning to Joshua.
And ECR says, standing ovation, Shannon. I don't know about that, but thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, no, man. You did an awesome job. That was tremendous. I love it. Hippie's Collectible says, gonna pull out my P bass now, Shannon.
There we go. Yeah, Hippie's got a serious guitar and instrument collection. If you watch his videos, you'll see them all lined up in the background.
Yeah.
And Joshua says, hey, Maranya.
Joshua also says, cool, Shannon.
And Mike Taylor, Shannon, bravo, bravo, bravo. Great stuff. You guys are too kind. Thank you.
And Mike Taylor also says hello to Joshua.
Joshua saying hey to Michael.
All right. And hold on just a second, and I'll have this ready for you for the next one here. All right, take it away, amigo.
And Dr. Vaughn Chills, here's the Pauline report. At nearly 10 months old, she suddenly is ignoring her beloved toys. It's heartbreaking to me, but I knew the day would come.
Oh, she's just moving on to new toys, right? Bigger and better toys.
There we go.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you for the Pauline report, John. Appreciate that. Love to hear what Pauline's up to. And Maranya says, oh dear, maybe rub them in catnip. She'll love them again. We just had, we bought some catnip toys for the cats, and, they take them throughout the house and they disappear and we never see them again. Well, we found one underneath one of the chairs, And oh my gosh, they've been playing with that thing for the last day and a half. And oh my, you ought to see these crazy nuts. I mean, they're old cats. They're 15, almost 16 years old, right? So they ain't spring chickens, but man, they're like acting like all springy and chasing each other around the house and stuff. Crazy stuff.
That's cool. And Michael Taylor says, hippie, nice. I like it.
Well, and Paul S. says, with Secret Wars and Crisis in 1984, 85, all over again.
Yep. And Hippie says, thank you, Michael.
Eric K. Hey, Eric, great to have you with us, sir.
Good morning, Eric.
Eric says, morning, Rod, Shannon, and to the Peanut Gallery. This is the place to be on a Saturday morning. Well, thank you so much, Eric. We appreciate that, sir. Always appreciate you hanging out with us.
And Comic Book G-Man's in the house.
Hey, Rob.
And Rob says, happy weekend, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
And a happy weekend to you, sir. Great to have you with us once again, Rob. Easy Comic Reader says, I'll check out the replay. I'm pulling Saturday school duty until noon. Take care, everyone. You take care as well, EC Comic Reader. Thanks again for the comic music stylings.
Exactly. Have a good one, Mike.
Maranya says, good morning to Eric and G-Man.
And Nippy's Collectible says, later, ECR.
Eric K says, good morning to Maranya.
And Maranya says, take care, ECR, and don't let those kids get you down. Just read them some classic comic books.
There you go.
Good for what ails you.
Comic Book G-Man says, Maranya, he's sending love.
And Michael Hill says, you're welcome, hippie.
Joshua says, have a good one at Easy.
And Michael Hill says, hello, G-Man.
And Michael Hill also says, hello to Eric K.
And Maranya says, we got 3+ inches of snow here. Be very quiet. It's groundhog season. That's
right.
I don't know about that groundhog thing.
I'm banking on him to bail me out here the rest of the way. Dr. Von Tiller says, I can no longer ignore the Thor 207 on your rack, Rodney. Can we see it, please? Is that a DVC copy? I believe it is.
I've seen that cover somewhere. I have seen that cover somewhere before. Yeah.
And I wonder just who is the artist anyway, you know?
Some guy named Eli, I think. Not real sure, yeah.
Oh. There we go. We had to show that in conjunction with that. Perfect timing.
Yeah, that's perfect. Good stuff.
Oh my gosh. So Eagle Eye John right there, he saw it on the rack.
And Comic Book G-Man's saying hi to Michael Taylor.
And Eric K says, you like Thor 207, John? I think we all know the answer to that one, right?
Yeah, that's just like asking me if I like Commandy 18, which to Dr. Von Chilla, got a little thing in the mail. I'm waiting to get it to where I can display it. So coming up in a video soon, maybe here next week, I don't know, but he knows what I'm talking about.
Eric Kaggy says, yo, Michael Taylor.
And Dr. VC, man, it's kind of cool, Eric.
The Jackson Rourke says, I have 3 copies of The Crisis and the Absolute Edition, so I'll pass on the facsimiles.
Yeah.
And, how many versions of it do you have? I know you've got.
Well, I probably got like doubles of the whole series. I've got a couple trades. I've got if he's talking about the Absolute Edition, it's like oversized, and it's got like a hardback of the story. Plus, it's got like some behind the scenes stuff and all that. So I got that, and got some of the action figures somewhere. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Crisis.
I do have some of the the action figures. I think I got. Let's see. I got Psycho Pirate. I got Robin of Earth 2. I got Harbinger and Monitor.
Yeah, the Earth 2 Robin is one I want.
Oh yeah, I love that costume. I love both of his costumes. His original one, remember?
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of cheesy, but I still like that original one too. So
right. Yeah, I do too.
Eric K says, so cool, you gifted me a copy of it as well. John will never leave my collection, he says. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
That's awesome. And Dr. Villanchello says, hey, Eric, was it the Tangi Farm copy I gifted you?
Eric K says, no, it was not, but it was still a sweet looking copy.
Yeah. Yeah, I got one of the books from the Tangi Farm collection. I think it's either out of Kansas or Missouri, and it was one of those pedigree collections. I can't even remember what the book was now, but I've got one in here somewhere.
Oh, nice, nice.
And Hippie Collectible said, meow, baby.
Michael, excuse me. Michael Taylor says, I'm sorry, what YouTube video were you guys talking about that's a must watch? I know we were talking about Easy Comic Readers video.
Yeah.
Regarding his, he was showing like his collection area and everything, the room he has his collection in, and how it's undergoing a transformation. He's like the rest of us, constantly trying to make it the way you want it, right?
Yeah.
So definitely got to check that video out. I'm trying to think if there was any other videos we've mentioned so far.
You talked about the Geeky Puppet Show.
Oh yes,
comics. Yeah.
Yes, they did the reading of a romance comic, and they inserted yours truly's name into it. It became part of the story, and it's very, very funny if you watch it. It's hysterical. So definitely check both of those videos out.
And Dr. Violoncello says, I used to pick up fresh catnip out of Ellis's yard. I have every weed known to man in my yard, but no catnip.
No catnip. Michael Taylor says, you're a welcome, hippie.
And Hippie's Collectible says, every weed, John? We know what he's talking about.
I think so. Tempest from Mars says that Gil Kane guy sure gets around. Yes, sir.
He does. And Jackson Roker says, happy alarm.
Eric Breen says Micah is in therapy now. Probably.
Yeah, he's probably like,
oh, too much, Eli.
Yeah, and Michael Taylor says, yes, the second appearance of the Kane alarm.
There we go. Comic Book G-Man says, love it, Doctor. And Shannon, love this video clip. Nicely done. He says, fist bump.
And Dr. Violoncello, well, every week except those that would please my cat and would please me, Tom.
Oh, Hippie's getting a laugh out of that.
Yeah, I'm going to stay out of that conversation. And Michael Taylor says, Doc's bringing the Kane alarm.
That's it. The alert. Except ours is the opposite side of the coin. It is a definite appreciation.
Yeah, we're in the alternate universe of the other alarm.
Tempest from Mars says that Robin costume that was just the Bats one with his Robin mask instead of the cowl and the R inside the bat symbol was amazing. Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, one of those JLA JSA team ups, he's featured like right in the center of it, and he's kind of coming at you. I think it was maybe like 55 and 56 Justice League. Yeah, I love that cover.
Oh, I don't know if they've done an action figure with that costume on him, though. I don't think they have.
If they have, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure if I'd have seen it, I'd have made sure I put one in the collection. So.
And Ron, you says catnip is fairly easy to grow. It should be available at any good plant store.
I did not know that. I didn't know you could grow catnip yourself. I thought it was some kind of manufactured thing or something.
It is a weed. It's another weed that might affect people.
Okay, all right. See, well,
it's an herb.
yeah, okay. You're talking to somebody who has no frame of reference for
Yeah,
any of that.
I
So,
don't know if catnip is 420 friendly, but
oh, there we go. And the Jackson Roykirk, he's got a little smiley face going on there, and that catches us up with this round of the Peanut Gallery. So, we got one more snuck in there. Michael Taylor says the Bizarro Cane alarm.
Me don't like it.
That's it. All right, that catches us up. So, what do you say? You got some comics you want to show?
I do, but I think it's your turn to go first this week.
Oh, is it my turn? Okay.
And if it's not, it's okay.
All right. We got Jackson Roykirk. He's got the line going. Thank you so much, Jackson. Appreciate that, sir. All right. I think what I'll show first, you might have seen some of this if you saw, I was on the Fossil show, Micah's show the other night, Graphic Man's show, and I showed some of these comics that I went to a new comic store. I've only been there 2 or 3 times. Great place. It's called the Stairway to Heaven Comics. And they have a lot of back issues as far as like bronze stuff goes. Not a whole lot of silver. They got a small amount of silver, but they got a lot of great bronze stuff, and they got a lot of backstock from post bronze. So I picked up some different things here. So, all right, here we go. I'm looking around my camera. I got my camera centered, so I'm looking around it here. All right, here we go. So we'll start off with this first bunch of books by Dynamite. These are all from the dollar bin. And it's great because if you get $10 worth, so basically 10 comics, you get $2 comics free. So,
cool.
Yeah, you can't beat that with a stick. So here we go. We got The Spirit, #1 by Dynamite.
Oh, that's a nice cover.
I love that thing, isn't it? It's just.
I bet you Dr. Moncella, if he don't have that one, he's going to get one.
I think I've seen him show that before. I think.
Okay, yeah, I know he showed a lot of Spirit covers.
Yeah, and then we got the Spider's Web with Doc Savage.
There we go.
And this is #1. And then I picked up a bunch of these because I just love the look of this character, and I like the character. The Spider.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Talking about poster comics, there's a good poster right there.
Yeah.
Minus the price tag. But there's #1. Here is #3.
Very cool.
#4. I love the spider web looking thing in the background.
Oh yeah.
Just here is #5.
See, those are from Dynamite.
Yep.
Cool.
Here's #7. Up close and personal. Here is #13. And #15. So I picked up quite a few. I had a couple of them. So a couple that I didn't get. So
yeah, those are nice. I've never sold those.
Dynamite is one of those companies I really like. When they do the comics with they did a bunch of the Project Superpowers with the old Nador characters.
Oh yeah, I love those. I think I got most of those. Yeah.
I mean, those are. I love those stories. I might as well show modern books. Here we go with modern. I picked up from there. I picked up the latest World's Finest.
The annual, cool. Yeah, I got that one coming. Yeah.
So got the Metamorpho in there. Yes, sir. Then we picked up Sandman, the latest Sandman.
There we go.
I picked this one up because it looked interesting. This was just an impulse buy right here. Shazam with versus Black Adam.
Yeah, I saw that cover. Yeah.
So, and then this one here, I wanted to get this facsimile because I'll never own this original vintage copy, but now I have it. I can read it.
That was that's in my top 10. I got the original, but I had to buy the facsimile anyway.
Absolutely. All right. There's the rest of the dollar comics that I picked up because they have them all separated out, like Marvel and then DC. They have large sections, and then they have all the like Dynamite, Image, and all that stuff separated out too. So I picked up some Hulks that I didn't recognize, and I don't believe I had this one of the original Hulk set, 444. Yeah, we go.
There you go. That's a cool cover.
I don't know why I didn't have that, but I didn't, and now I do. And then this one here, The Incredible Hulk, I have no idea. This is a Marvel Cinematic Guidebook universe. I don't know. Never saw it before, but I said, okay, I'll pick it up. We'll see what it's about.
Hey, it's Hulk. You're going to pick it up.
Doggone right, brother. Here we go with the new, I think this is the new Hulk series. I'm not sure, but it's got the Planet of the Apes variant.
Oh, I don't know if I have that one or not. I bought a lot of those variants when they came out.
So
have you seen the trailer for the new Planet of the Apes movie coming out this year?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, there's a couple trailers. They just came out with another one during the Super Bowl, and it looks really. It kind of harkens back. It looks almost like the very first movie.
Oh, really?
The way the setup of the humans are wild, and the apes are in charge as usual, and so it's pretty cool. I mean, you've seen the recent ape movies,
Yeah.
Well, this one is set like 300 years after that last one.
Beyond that, okay.
Yeah, so the apes have actually taken over, the planet, I guess. So they look really good. You need to check out all the trailers on that one.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Because I didn't watch much of the Super Bowl. I recorded it, so I've got it on recorded just in case there was a great commercial that I wanted to see. So
well,
now
you got to see Travis Kelce beating up Andy Reid, so Yeah, I watched about 10 minutes of it, and I went to bed. I was like, I don't have a dog in this fight, so.
That's the way I felt. It is like, okay, but whatever. So then I got Planet Hulk #2, World Breaker. I'm still trying to. There's so many little Hulk things like this, little Hulk series that some of them I totally missed. Didn't even know they were even made. So it was like, so I'm going through and finding stuff like that. Pick them up when I can. This is another thing. I never heard of this. Infinite Frontier. Have you heard that by DC?
Yeah, I've got that series. Yeah.
How many issues are there?
6 or 7, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. I've got 0.
Yeah. This is that's like another event. They Marvel and DC both put out like 1 or 2 or 3 events every year now. So it's not really an event to me anymore. But it's like where they got the Justice League Incarnate, which is like superheroes in a Justice League, like from all these different universes, have like Aquaman and the Val Zod Superman from Earth 23 and Captain Carrot and all that stuff. Yeah.
I did see a cover. Where was I looking? I saw a cover somewhere last night. I was online and I was looking for some pictures for a video piece that I'm making. And they had a cover of that Justice League Incarnate because I'd never heard of that before.
Yeah.
And it was a picture of, I think, a Superman, a version of Superman fighting the demon, but he called him the Super Demon, and the demon Etrigan had the S symbol on his chest.
And yet another alternate universe. Yep. It kind of throws them all together. Yeah.
Yeah, that cover that caught my eye. I'm like, and of course I love Etrigan, so I'm like, oh man, I gotta check that out. So, all right, here's one of Infinite Frontier. Infinite Frontier. So I had no idea what this was about, but I just picked it up. It's pretty thick.
I don't know if I have the secret files.
That's what this is. This is I just realized it. Yeah, this is Secret Files.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. And then I picked up some of these, which I'm still trying to fill in. The Immortal Men. Remember that short-lived series?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm filling in some of those. Here's #4.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the #5.
Yeah, those are nice dollar books.
Yeah, you can't beat it. Here's #6.
Cool.
So, and I'm glad Higgy is hanging out this morning with us because he'll like this next section. I picked up Hawkman #1. I don't know which volume this is, but this is that gold and chrome cover.
Probably the 90s, right?
I would bet. Yeah. Yeah. It says 93 right on the cover.
Yeah, that looked like an early 90s cover.
Yeah. But it's like, I don't know how many times they've started him over, you know. Here's another one, short-lived series, Death of Hawkman, #1. And #2.
As many times as he's died and been reincarnated, I mean, that series could go on forever.
Exactly. And then this series here, which is, I don't see a date on it though, but then I picked up a bunch of these that I'm missing. Hawkman #3.
Nice.
I love this cover. Here's #5.
Very cool.
#6, got the Atom.
Oh, that's a nice cover. Yeah.
It had some pretty cool covers. Here's #7. Here's #9. #11. #12. This is like I like this because it's got various different styles of Hawkmen,
Right.
And it's cool. I love all the different.
Maybe Higgy can let us know. Is there any one true version of Hawkman anymore?
Yeah, really.
So I mean, I love the character, but I mean, there's so many. You got the Golden Age one, which is like in our terminology, Earth 2. And then you have, the Silver Age, when Kubert was doing it and Murphy Anderson and all that, and then they all got jumbled together. And then you have the reincarnated version and the Egyptian version. And, it's like, is there a one true one?
All right, I got to put that over there. I got 2 more of these. There's #13. And this is a variant cover, it says. And this is #16. All right, that's it for the dollar comics. And then I have this stack here of other stuff. It's not the dollar comics, just back issue stuff. I think I've mentioned it before that I wanted to get this series. We've talked about Batman 66.
Yeah.
And so I finally picked up, I got Batman and the Green Hornet, #1.
Are those Alex Ross covers on those?
I believe so. I'm not seeing a name.
He never signs his stuff, so he's like, well, nobody does what I do, so why do I need to sign?
Yeah, probably. I picked up #2. Just great covers. Here's #3. #4. Nice. They're all climbing up the side of the building. And #5. I love this one with the Black Beauty and the Batmobile side by side.
Oh yeah.
That's that. Cool. And I think Eric Breen told me that there's actually 6 issues. So I'm missing #6. So I gotta hunt down a #6 for me. And then I picked this up early on in the Justice Society of America run by Jeff Johns. He did Alex did those covers. Here's one with Wesley Dodd, the Sandman. I did not have this one. So.
Yeah, I love that series, and I love the stories and the art and the covers, man. It's just
so
to not be a Bronze or Silver Age book. I mean, it's got that kind of feel to it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And speaking of bronze, I picked up quite a bit of bronze here. So here we go. We got the new Blackhawks, 244.
There we go.
Oh.
That's a classic.
You picked up 247 with the bicentennial banner.
There you go.
I did not have that one, so now I do. Then I came across a bunch of these, so I picked them all up. And these were out of the dollar bin. These next bunch, right? Yeah, these were all from there. So I picked these out of the dollar bin. Human Fly was number 3.
Yeah, that's a cool little series. I like that one.
There's number 4. Number 5.
Nice.
Number 6, the bright yellow.
Yeah.
Number 8. And number 9. I mean, all for $1, Bronze Age beauties.
Hey, can't beat that, man, at all.
Not at all. So, all right. Just stay put, please. Thank you. All right. And then I came across some Charltons that they had out there. We got House of Yang, number 1.
Cool.
More Bronze Age stuff.
Son Ho Kim on the cover. Yeah.
And number 5.
Oh, that's a cool cover. I've not seen that one. Yeah, those are 2 different series, right? Yang and House of Yang.
Yeah, this one says the all new Yang, and this one was House of Yang.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, those are. I got scattered issues of both of those, but I need to get the rest of them.
And then I picked up a couple more. I think I got to be close to be done with this this short series. Rima the Jungle Girl. Here's number 3.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. I loved everything about that series. And then you had the backup feature called Space Voyagers that Alex Nino did the art on. A little sci-fi backup feature. It's really good.
Cool beans. And I picked up number 7.
And some bum named Cubert on the covers. He did a few good things. Yeah.
He might have a future,
Yeah, he might.
And then, whoops. And then I picked up another short-lived series that I'm trying to finish off. Secret Society of Supervillains. You might have heard of it.
Oh, now you're talking. Yeah, that's definitely in my wheelhouse.
Here we go. Number 3. I picked this one up, one I needed.
Yeah, I love that series.
Here is number 4. Needed that one. And number 5.
Yeah, you are definitely talking my language today.
And number 10. So I'm pretty close to closing this one out as well.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it was just, I was in heaven the other day when I stopped there. And then this was the last one I picked up. This is the biggest purchase that I made there. But it was just too cool to pass up, man. And it is Conan the Barbarian number 8.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't have that one. That's awesome.
So I'm like, all right, man.
Nice book.
Yeah. So we that was a lot of fun there. A lot of fun. Well, let's get us back together here. There we go. And I gotta find Mr. Jackson. Roy Kirk. Where is it? For some reason, there we go. Right there. All right. And Rob Brown. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob. Good to see you, buddy.
He writes, I made it. Woo! Well, thanks for spending your Saturday morning with us once again, sir.
We appreciate you.
So, Michael Taylor says, appropriate name for your comic shop, Doc. Yeah, well, I they didn't have their name anywhere on the outside, and it's not on any of the stuff, right? So it's like I asked him when I was leaving. I says, by the way, what is the name of this shop? And they're like, oh, it's Stairway to Heaven Comics, and it's like, oh, yes, it was. Hippies Collectible says, man of bronze, nice. Yeah, I whenever I find stuff like that, I'm definitely going to pick that up. Michael Taylor says, very cool spirit. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, it's great spirit. Higgy Pop says, I'm digging that Spider comic run. Well, yes, sir. I'm going to pick him up. Pick him up. Hippie's Collectible says the Spider was a pulp mag back in the 40s. Exactly. You are correct, sir. That was a little bit before my time, but I do know of that character in the pulps. Just a little. Mike Taylor says, cool Spider covers. Rob Brown says, good morning, my friends. May you never run out of short boxes. Dr. Montilla says, yeah, DVC has a few copies of Dynamite Spirit 1 around here. Yeah, so we knew. Even gifted one years ago, Shannon.
Yeah.
There we go. Paul S. says, hey, Doc, what is the Incredible Hulk book behind you? Behind me. Incredible Hulk book behind. Oh, you must be talking about this. Oh, there goes Mill. Mill's lost his head. Oh, poor Mill. It is one of the pocketbook.
Oh,
cool. Hulks.
Yeah, I love those.
I think I can't remember if it's in color or not. Yes, these are in color, and it's like early Hulks, like the first 6 issues and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's the first 6 issues. The original 6. So, yeah. But yeah, it's very cool. Eagle Eye.
I might actually have that one on the shelf. I said, well, that looks kind of familiar.
Rob Brown says, hi, Michael. And Michael Thiel says, very cool Sandman. Yeah, I like that Sandman series. Dr. Von Chilla says, howdy, Rob. Eric Breen says, the Spider series ran 18 issues and was very good. David Loss is also a novelist. I've read a few of them. Oh, cool. So 18 issues. All right. Now I know what I've got to deal with. Thank you very much, Professor. I knew somebody would have the answers. He's a list. Oh, list, not lost. Rob Brown says, howdy, howdy. Dr. Von Chilla says, hit that thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Hippies Collectible says, looking forward to the new Planet of the Apes movie. There we go. Mike Taylor says, I'm not a modern guy, but I have to say they're putting out some cool old school comic covers. Yeah. Every once in a while you can find, there's still some good series out there for modern books, but you have to do your due diligence and find them. That's the thing. And I got to say, a lot of times they're, from publishers like Dynamite or Boom or companies like that have some really good stuff out there.
Yeah.
Rob Brown says, I love the Ape movies. Can't wait to see it. Now, when is that coming out?
I think it's in May, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Like the 3rd weekend of May or something like that. I might be wrong. If somebody knows or somebody's Googling it right now, they can tell us.
Okay. Cool beans. Lead Paint says the new Planet of the Apes series from Marvel is really good as well. Prequel comic series to the first movie.
Yeah, there's like a mini series out. That kind of focuses on Nova.
So have you been picking that one up?
I've got the first one. I kind of fell off the comic bandwagon a little bit, just all the stuff going on. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick the rest of those up.
Cool beans. Higgy Pop says Shannon the Bass Cannon is playing in the next Super Bowl halftime show.
Well, that'll really be a reason to tune out, wouldn't it?
Oh,
wow.
Oh, no.
He's too kind. Thank you, Higgy.
Rob Brown says, Higgy Pop. Higgy Pop Comic says, my man, Reb. Joshua says, nice, Higgy. Good idea. See? It's catching on. Going to be a write-in vote. Higgy Pop says, hey, Josh. Dr. Von Chilla says, Etrigan lives, just not as my avatar anymore. He's been kicked out by Pauline.
That's awesome.
Who's tougher than Etrigan? Pauline is.
Right.
Joshua says, hey, Higgy, fist bump. Eric K says, someone has you wrapped around her little paw, John. They all do. They all do. Our cats have us wrapped around their paws, man. Mike Taylor says, cool Hawkman covers. Yeah, there's some neat covers in that. Iggy Pop says, classic, chromed out Hawkman 1. Death of Hawkman didn't do Adam Strange any justice. Ah, sounds like Higgy's read that series.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much read anything with Hawkman and Adam Strange. I'm a big Adam Strange fan too. So,
Dr. Von Chilla says it's all about Pauline, Eric. Rob Brown says, I really like Hawkman. The only problem I have is with his convoluted past. They made such a mess of it.
Just a tad.
Yes, they have. Eric K said, trust me, I understand. There you go. Tempest from Mars says, McFarlane's released a figure of the updated Captain Carrot. Where is it? Oh, what did I do with it? I've got it. I had to buy that. And I am not a big, a huge Captain Carrot guy. I maybe have 1 or 2 books, but when I saw that figure by McFarlane, I said, that is just too cool to pass up. So yes, I have it. Doggone it. I had it out here. I might have hung it up and might be hanging from the roof right now, from the ceiling. So yes, definitely cool action figure, Tempest. Maranya, Lady M says, good morning, Rob. As for Hawkman, from what I understand, the Venditti recent run integrated all of the past Hawkman into the current continuity and made sense of it somehow.
Oh, cool.
Venditti, huh? Venditti run. I got to find out what
Robert
one that
Venditti.
is.
He was the writer. Yeah.
Because Hawkman's one of those characters that that we always loved. Second, third string guys. Maranya also says, I defer to the Hawkman expert, Higgy Pop, to confirm or deny this.
Exactly.
Rob Brown says, thanks, Lady M. Mike Taylor says, Graphic Man's new video, he showed a character on one of the paperbacks. He had a helmet on that reminded me of Hawkman. Oh, okay. One of the was it one of the things that he manufactured, or was it an actual? Oh, one of the paperbacks. You say, okay, yeah, because he was showing a bunch of his paperbacks and stuff like that recently. Cool videos too. Check them out. Higgy Pop says, after that last run, they ended it by dropping him and Shaira into the JSA, where they are supposedly living happily ever after. So they're saying that the JSA Hawkman is now part of that as well. Because I always thought the JSA Hawkman, wasn't part of that reincarnation stuff.
Yeah, that's why I don't know. I try to pick up Hawkman stuff when I can, but I'm not an expert by no means, but Higgy is, so I'm sure what he says is word.
I'm curious now, because the JSA original Hawkman, he was Carter Hall, spelled like like you would Carter Hall. The other one was Kadar Hall, right?
Has it been in the current JSA series? Because I don't remember being in this JSA series.
No, I can't remember. Oh, because again, it is so convoluted. They've really messed it up. So, Michael Taylor says, cool JSA Sandman cover. Yes, they did a bunch of those early on in that series, that run like 4 or 5 issues in a row. Remember? Yeah. Great stuff. Paul S. says, hey, Doc, how many of those DC comics had the bicentennial cover? I'm going to defer to my partner because I believe he has them all.
There is either, off the top of my head, I'm saying 32 or 33 altogether, somewhere in there. Not exactly positive about that, but that's the number that sticks in my head.
And if I had to guess, I would say I probably got about 20 because there were some series that I did not collect.
Yeah, for the most part, those they're pretty easy on the wallet. Probably about the only one that'll be any money is like the Batman family one, because that might have been one where it had like some early Joker's daughter appearances or something. But other than that, they're not real expensive.
Cool beans. Dr. Von Chilla says, oh, yes, the Black Hawk Disco era costumes. Night Fever, we know how to do it. Yeah. There we go. Eric K says 33
Ah,
issues, if I'm not mistaken, Paul. So
yeah,
there you go. You are
yeah.
correct. Eric K says July or August cover dates from 1976.
Yeah, I know Eric's a big fan of those books.
There you go. Michael Taylor says, cool human fly covers. $1 is a steal for those books. That's what I figured. I mean, anything from the Bronze Age, man. You're going to get it for $1 all day long. Come on home. Hippies Collectible says, laughing out loud, just picked up that House of Yang. There you go. Very cool. Great minds, right? Great minds. Think alike. Joshua says, I think Roger likes those human fly comics. Metarog. Eric K says, love Rima 1. Joe Kubert cover. Have multiple copies of it, he says. Awesome, awesome. Dr. Von Chilla says, Rima is a woefully underappreciated series.
It is.
Go. I think I've got them all now. I'm at the most, I'm one away. At the most.
But, you know, to me, yeah, it's I mean, you got Nestor Redondo doing the art, and that guy does some lush artwork. I mean, I was talking about him in the later Swamp Thing issues last time. You know,
Yes.
after Bernie Wrightson did his run. I mean, you really need to go check those out, and they're cheap. I mean, they're really cheap. And once you get into Nestor Redondo, man, I mean, you know, it's great stuff.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. Eric K says, agreed, John. Mike Taylor says, there's a Herb Trimpe interview on YouTube. Oh, there you go. I have to hunt that down, Mr. Trimpe. Thank you for that, Michael. Appreciate that. Higgy Pop says, the last Hawkman run by Venditti cleaned up his convoluted past. Carter had to save more lives than he killed when he was a killing type of god. He would reincarnate through space and time until he did.
Oh, cool. I knew Higgy would know. Yeah.
I've got to get that Venditti series then. I've
got most of them, but I need to go ahead and pick up the rest.
I got to find out. I may have it because I try to pick up whenever there's a Hawkman series. I try to pick some up. So I don't even know if I've had that because I don't know. I cannot keep names of like writers and stuff. I just can't do it. Can't keep it in my head. They fall out. Whoops, I skipped over Jackson. Let's go back. Jackson Roykirk says the backups for Reamer were cool, but I would have preferred a full-length story with that Jungle Princess.
Yeah, that was the only problem. I mean, that should have been like a giant size book or something, so they could have showcased that more.
Oh, cool. Comic book G-Man Rob says, love it, super villains. Love that run. Nice rod, he says. On fire. Michael Taylor says, very cool books, Doc. Thank you, Michael. Greatly appreciate that, sir. Tempest from Mars says, good to see you getting those SSOSV comics. Yeah, trying to finish that run out. Getting close. Dr. Von Chilla says, the Jackson Roykirk. Yeah, I would have appreciated a full-length Rima too, he says. Jackson Roykirk says, Rod goes back to that shop, and it's a shoe shop. Why? Why no, sir? We've never sold comics here. It's like, what was I dreaming? Oh, that would be terrible. Oh, he says, she did have some long legs, Dr. V, talking about Rima. Rima. Michael Taylor says, always like that Hulk pose on that paperback. Yeah. See, that's my Hulk right there. Savage Hulk. That's my Hulk right there. Buscema. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Maranya says Shannon needs to come up with a theme song for the Kane Appreciation Alarm. There we go.
That's an idea.
All right. Mike Taylor says, I have no urge to see the new Ape movies because the originals were so great, such a high standard. So he just thinks that they're not going to be as good.
Well, nothing is going to match the originals. That's a given. I mean, people that have watched the originals, that's going to be the consensus, I think. But there's some good stuff in the newer ones, and I'm just such a Planet of the Apes fan. It's like, okay, I want to see anything that comes out, just so at least they're keeping it alive.
Yeah.
Of course they're not going to be as good as the originals, but they're the new one looks like it's got a lot of elements like from the first movie, so I'm really kind of looking forward to seeing it.
Oh. Cool beans. Dr. Von Chilla says, when all else fails, pick up a copy of Thor 207. Am I coming across as redundant today? He says.
He is expounding on the virtues of Thor 207.
That's it. Nothing wrong with that at all, John. Lady M says, not at all, John. You're very appreciative of Eli Katz, as are we all here. There you go.
Absolutely.
Well said. Eric Breen says, my windshield wiper came off in my hand. I was scraping ice off the windshield this morning. Good times. Oh, that just happened to me just the other morning. I was scraping the windshield and I knocked the windshield off. I had to put it back on. I thought I broke it. Oh, I hate winter. I hate winter.
That's awesome.
Dr. Vanchilla says, hizzle, shizzle, Eric Brizzle. Maranya says, yikes, Eric. Hope that's an easy fix. Mike Taylor says they had Hawkman on that late 70s challenge of the superhero show. They also had Shazam, but would like to see Jackson Bostwick in the costume. Yeah, I remember when that was coming. I remember reading it first in the TV Guide almost a week before it came on. Man, I was so psyched for that. There was nothing going to tear me away from being in front of that TV. It was on a Thursday night, and I was there.
But they had the characters like Dr. Savannah, and they had Captain Marvel in it, and Hawkman, and Black Canary, and the Huntress, and I was like, wow, I thought it was a big deal.
Oh yeah, it was great for a kid for what we had for TV choices back then. To see all these DC characters in their bright colored costumes and the Green Lantern, Flash. Yeah, it was corny. Yeah, we knew it was going to be corny, but even as a kid, you knew it was going to be corny. But still, it was still cool.
Oh yeah, it's all we had.
That's all we had, man. Lead Paint says, cue the Fred Flintstone cattails windshield wiper memes. Oh, Lady M says there were 29 issues in the Venditti run of Hawkman. They are all solid reads from what I've been told. Okay, definitely going to be researching that today. Rob Brown says, House of Yang just picked up issue number 1 himself. See, must be a popular thing.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Here we go. Eric K says Batman Family 6 was the first appearance of the Joker's daughter, Two-Face's daughter, maybe now Penguin's daughter.
Yeah, I never did get that. Joker's daughter is, her name is really Beulah Dent, and she's Two-Face's, Harvey Dent's daughter. And I don't know what happened to her. I think she showed up later, maybe like in the Teen Titans, and then she was like in an issue of the new Teen Titans where Donna Troy got married,
I remember from the Teen Titans, the first run of the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
There. I remember seeing her in there along with like Golden Eagle and those characters. Anthony Perdue says the Hawkman saga is definitely a hawk's nest of hatchlings that will eventually lead to reunions in Egypt. Love those red-headed hawkers.
Anthony is a fan of redheads. Let's put it that way.
There we go. Eric Breen says, guy fixed it for free. Better times. There we go. Paul S. says, hey, Doc, love Thor 207, but why are you hiding the Amazing Spider-Man 1? Oh, it's a whatchamacallit? It's a facsimile. So.
There we go.
That's all. So, all right. Let's see where I'm gonna pause here because I want to get. It's already 10 past, 12 past 11 here. I want to get some more comics in, so I'm gonna hold out right here and let my partner get in a chance to show some comics here.
All right, something a little bit different. I got into my fanzine box and some tomorrow's publications. I know we got a lot of fans of that stuff. I just pulled out some randoms. I don't have a complete run or anything. I probably got like the first 12, 15 issues of back issue. And then it's just like scattered all the way through, just depending on what it was. But it seemed like anytime I pick one up and I don't like the theme of the book, there's always something in there that I will like, some article. So this is number 75, a back issue. And this delves into 80s independence. It's diving into the history of Paul Chadwick's Concrete. You guys remember that? And you also got articles on Dave Sim's Cerebus, Richard and Winnie Peeney's ElfQuest, Dennis Trina Robbins, David Scroggy. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in here.
Very nice.
Yeah. Got some ElfQuest stuff.
I'm liking the back cover of that magazine too.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
And we've got number 85 and unwrapping your favorite holiday comics from the 70s, 80s, and early 90s with a great Spider-Man cover. Yep. Just all kinds of great articles. Got some great Bronze Age books featured there.
Oh.
Yeah. And the Sailman's War on Santa Claus. And if you don't remember that Sandman issue, it's because it was never published. This was to be in Sandman number 7. Actually ended up being inserted into an issue of Commandy that never got published, and then was actually published and printed in one of the DC digests.
Oh, wow.
So lots of good useless info there.
No.
And we got number 68 of back issue, featuring the Legion of Superheroes in the 70s and 80s. And this is I guess a ripoff of Amazing World of DC Comics number 9 that featured the Legion issue. And back here, there's a picture of my cousin Elmer.
Oh!
But yeah, lots of good stuff in here. Like I say, the aforementioned Amazing World of DC Comics, and Mike Grell did a little self-portrait.
Nice.
So kind of cool. If you're a Legion fan, here's some older Legion stuff.
Go Checks, baby.
Go Checks, baby. Yep. And we have an interview with Paul Levitz. Yeah, this is a great issue. If you're a Legion fan. And we got Jack Kirby Collector. We got some cosmic goings on this cover.
Nice.
Yeah. I always like it. There's always, they always show great covers in here.
Yes. I love that Thor cover.
Oh, yeah. And they always show like images of Kirby's original artwork. So pretty much any copy of this series you pick up, it's going to have great Jack Kirby stuff in it. Okay. Yeah, and on the back, this is from comiclink.com, showing some of the sales of some of Kirby's original artwork. Here we go. Here's a cover and like 3 pages. Look at the prices on those. 64,000, 170,000, 37,000, 38,000 just for 1 page of Kirby's artwork. And this has been how many years ago? This has been almost 10 years ago.
Wow.
So crazy. And I know you'll like this one. Here is Alter Ego number 94.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Great stuff. That's a great. See, that would make a great poster.
This is true. Yeah, it really would.
Look at that.
But all kinds of great stuff in here. Got some stuff on Power Girl.
Well, yep, from Showcase. Yep.
And you got some old stuff in here. I mean, this is, Alter Ego and back issue is like, there's nothing wrong at all with these magazines.
No, you can't go wrong with them. They're great.
You look
great
at all the stuff that Tomorrow's puts out. I mean,
Yeah. Love it.
And here we go. Here's back issue 82, the issue Bronze Age Events. And here we have a very cool Avengers versus Defenders cover by John Byrne.
Oh, look at that.
And this features some of our favorites: Avengers versus Defenders, JLA, JSA, Secret Wars, Crisis, 30th Anniversary, Legends, Millennium Invasion, Infineon Gauntlet, and more.
That is cool.
This is a very cool issue, yeah. Just all kinds of goodies in here. And here's a piece of original art from one of the JLA, JSA team-ups with a where the Spectre dies again.
Keeping the worlds from colliding, yes.
Yeah, 82 and 83, yeah. So JLA. And here we go. Crisis at 30. Here's a good talk about Crisis earlier. And there's a photo repro of the Crisis poster I have on my wall here.
Wow, it's been 30 years.
30? Yeah, can you believe that?
Probably longer now, right?
Yeah. And here we have Supergirl in the Bronze Age. This is number 84.
Oh.
And on the back, we have an ad for Justice League Unlimited.
Oh, love that cartoon.
Yeah, so just a bunch of great stuff.
Great.
There's Steve Skeets. And we have number 87, Special Superman and Batman issue.
And
I'll kind of
dinosaurs.
go through these a little quicker now.
Take your time. We're ain't not any hurry.
Okay. There we have Alter Ego number 137. Legionnaires go back to the 1960s and alter the fate of comics by finding Jim Shooter.
Oh, yes.
With the go-go checks.
I have that issue. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Figured you might. And here we have a good one, the comic art worlds of Edgar Rice Burroughs. So it kind of features all the Burroughs characters in comic book form.
Oh, neat.
Bunch of great stuff in here. Yeah, Carson of Venus.
Oh, yeah.
And Alter Ego number 136. Roy Thomas talks about the nutty 90s at Mighty Marvel and elsewhere.
Nutty 90s. Great.
And here's Draw Magazine, number 29, featuring Dave Dorman and regular columnist Jerry Ordway.
Nice.
A lot of very cool stuff in here. And Alter Ego, number 113, Marv Wolfman, the Silver Age Resurgence of Horror Comics, with a Gene Colan cover. Look at that. With Tuma Jackson. Very cool.
Absolutely.
And Comic Book Creator, number 1, Kirby's Kingdom. Got Alex Ross doing a riff on Kingdom Come.
Look at that.
The King. Yeah, look at that. Very cool stuff.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you don't need me to expound on the virtues of the King, Mr. Kirby. And here's Alter Ego number 127, Will Eisner and Busy Arnold, Letters of Quality.
Excellent.
Good old golden age stuff there.
Yeah.
And looks like we got Incredible. If you don't have this one, I'll be surprised. Back issue number 70.
I believe it or not, I don't believe I do.
Oh, no. Incredible Hulk in the Bronze Age. This is one you have to get, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, all kinds of great stuff in here.
Wow.
Yeah. Are you writing this down?
I've got it committed to memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that? Yeah, that's great stuff right there.
And here we have Comic Book Creator number 4, Russ Heath, featured artist.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, there's all kinds of. And Russ Heath, he drew,
Yes, sir.
another one of those guys that doesn't get appreciated, like the Severins.
Exactly.
Do war comics for DC and Marvel and all other kinds of stuff, bunch of Westerns. Just great stuff. And back issue number 120, Heroes of Tomorrow issue. We got the Legion, Manhunter 2070, Sonic Disruptors, Space 1999. All kinds of cool stuff in here.
Oh, yeah.
You like space and futuristic comics? And I know you like this one. Alter Ego 122, Comics Buyer's Guide Remembered. And you got some really cool Golden Age patriotic characters on the cover.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that would be interesting to read.
Yeah. And number 74, this Fantastic Four in the Bronze Age, featuring a cover by Keith Pollard and Joe Rubenstein.
Nice.
And should be noted here for you people that don't already know, our buddy Rob Brown is good friends with Joe Rubenstein, and Rubenstein has actually inked some of his stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And who remembers Comic Book Marketplace?
Oh, yes.
Very good magazine for back then. This is from August 1996. Working Without a Net, Will Eisner. Got a bunch of stuff in there about him. Here's a gallery of some Marvel comics, color gallery.
Oh, yeah. Great stuff.
Some DC stuff.
Oh, love that Spectre Flash.
Oh, yeah. Just all kinds of neat articles and Marvel comics from silver to bronze. Really good magazine. Yeah. And one more for this round, Comic Book Marketplace number 36. Comic History's Missing Link. Detective Dan.
Detective Dan.
Yeah, how about that? There's just lots of great stuff in here. Dick Tracy. No Laughing Matter. And here we have some comic executives from the 40s. Story about Siegel and Schuster when they were creating Superman.
Neat.
So lots of good stuff.
Yeah. Oh.
All right.
Awesome. All right. Let's see. I think it's right here when we left off. So.
All right. Tempest from Mars says, Eric, bearing some of the things that have fallen off my cars, I'd be happy to have a windscreen wiper fall off. Yeah. I understand. And Joshua says, good deal, Eric. Anthony Purdue, Rima 2 could have been an alternate expansion of the 1920s Green Mansions novelization. Very cool.
Whoops, I skipped one. There we go.
And Jackson says, bearing some of the things that have fallen off of.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this again. Bearing some of the things that have fallen off me, I'd be happy to have a windscreen wiper fall off. And Eric K. Joker number 8, also a part of the Bicentennial series, is not necessarily cheap. House of Mystery, yeah. House of Mystery, Reward Tales, and Unexpected were also a little more expensive than the other Bicentennial issues. Yeah, there were a few that would cost a few bucks. Eric K. says, get all 33 issues, send them to the top of the books, and get a cool Superman belt buckle. Don't listen to this man. You will not get that buckle. And Michael tells us also there's an interview with Ditko's brother and nephew on YouTube. Highly recommend it. A lot of very cool info on Ditko. I think it's by the Comic Book Historians. Very cool.
Oh, yeah, neat. Neat to know. Good to know. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah. Paul West says, I actually have the DVD of the Challenge of the Superheroes. Awesome.
Oh, I didn't know they were out on a DVD. Oh,
I didn't know that was out either on DVD.
Yeah, I got to hunt that down.
And Ronnie says, way, way, way too much life in there, Jackson. Back to you. Okay, Joshua says, I've seen that, Michael. It is very cool. Eric Breen, Hawkman is the best ongoing series from the Big Two in the last 10 years. Yeah, it was good.
Cool beans.
And Dr. Voncello says, it's clearly time for a paternity test for Joker's daughter. Seriously.
Seriously.
And Jackson says, I'm enjoying the Hawkman series being read on the Geeky Puppet Show. Oops, did I say that out loud? And Michael Taylor says it wasn't that far removed from the 66 show. That's how Adam West had his cowl on when I met him, and Burt Ward in the early 70s at a car show. Very cool.
Nice.
And Eric K says, tomorrow's comp publications are gold. Love back issue. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yes, sir.
And Tempest from Mars says, Concrete is an amazing read for those that haven't seen it. Yeah, got a few issues, and it is very good. Lead Paint says tomorrow's has a Valentine's sale going on through the 20th. Several different books at half price, plus every order gets a free copy of Back Issue Magazine 123 about superhero romances. Awesome.
Let Eric Breen know.
Yep. I think I've got that issue, actually. And Paula says, hey, Doc and Shannon, love all y'all's books. Y'all should actually do one Saturday, or y'all should just digest books or the oversized books. We've done a show like that already. Yeah, it's back in the archives.
It's in the archives.
Yeah. And Ronnie says, had my new Saturday morning breakfast tradition, fried egg sandwiches, which go so well with seeing all these classic comic books and comic info books. Awesome.
Nice.
Eric K, good to know, lead paint. Hibby's Collectibles, King Kirby. Yes. Eric K, Shannon, back issue 68 is sold out in print from tomorrow. So where did you get your copy? Probably just when it came out. Yeah, I just, I mean, on and off, I've had subscriptions to it. And that's the best way. That way, even if, not every issue is like, your favorite or whatever, there's always one or two articles in there that will really grab you. So, even if it's not a theme that you like, you'll find something to enjoy in that issue.
Absolutely.
And Michael says, yeah, those back issue, alter ego, Kirby collector, etc. comic book related mags are great. Yeah, they are. And Dr. Montiel, indeed, the Kirby collector is a must for true Kirby lovers. Let me get it out right. And Ron says, there's a sad reason why Kirby's original art commands such high prices. They were either throwing it out or using it as foot mats at one of the companies. Yeah. Yeah, a dark part of Marvel's past. Very true. And Michael says, Joshua, it was. Rob Brown, speaking of posters, I was going through the studio the other day and found 3 giant-sized posters: Marvel Spotlight 5, Hulk 181, and Spider-Man 1. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, those are classics.
Yeah.
And Michael says, very cool Superman, Batman, Dinosaur back issue cover. And cool Batman cover. Yeah. And Rob Brown says, love alter ego and back issue mags. Yeah, I knew there were a lot of fans out here.
Yes.
Rob Brown says, my ex-wife hated my comics and my art.
Oh.
That's why she's an ex. That's why she's an ex.
There you go.
And Mike tells us, speaking of posters, this girl from YouTube channel called Comic Den bought an original Vampirella door poster for $11. Oh wow.
Wow.
$11. Don't tell Jambo. And one hour, Tony's in the house. Good morning, everyone.
Great to have you with us, Tony.
How's it going, buddy? Good to see you.
Yeah. My nose was itching. I lost my place.
And Rob Brown says she wanted my attention 24/7. I just can't be like that. Yeah, I had a couple of those, and that doesn't work. And Hippies Collectibles is saying, hi, you, Tony. Paula says, I bet Rob Brown could draw a great JSA cover. I bet Rob Brown could draw any kind of cover and make it great.
Bingo.
I would bet all my money on it. And One on Art says, hey, Tom. Rob Brown, oh, yeah, hey, I would do a good job.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, man.
And Dr. VC says, howdy, Tony. And Michael says, fantastic mag, Shannon. I would love to read that Schuster and Siegel Superman story. Yeah. I mean, there's so many great things about comic history, and behind the scenes stuff in those books.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony saying hi to John. And Michael saying hello, Why Not Art. And Ronnie says, Jackson, there will be 2 more readings tonight, namely 11 and 12 of the Jeff Johns run. Yours humbly will be voicing Kendra. Awesome.
Cool beans. Don't forget to tune in the Geeky Puppet Show for some reading tonight.
And Michael Taylor says, yum, Miranya. Talking about the egg sandwiches. Sounds good to me, too. Jackson Rex Challenges of the Super Friends. The first season is still available on Amazon for $13.
Cool beans.
About the cartoon. Very cool. And Tony said, hey to Michael. And Miranda says, good morning to you, Tony. And Dr. Angelo says, lunch today is tuna melts and cheddar roasted broccoli. Pauline will get plenty of tuna. Oh, that sounds good, too.
There you go.
You guys are making me hungry. And Michael Taylor says, wow, Rob. And Miranda says, John, I'd fight Pauline and you for those tuna melts and cheddar roasted broccoli. Though I'd likely give in and give Pauline the tuna. Yeah. I think we probably all would. And Hippie says, I'm having waffles. Awesome.
Gold beans. That'd probably be more what I'm having.
How does this always devolve into people talking about food? And I'm starved to death by the time the show is over. Jesus.
Comics and food.
Yeah, what did Tony say? I missed that one.
All right, go right.
Waffles,
There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Waffles, baby.
Hippie, gotta love waffles. Yep. Dr. Von Chill, waffles. Yeah, Waffle House is like 10 minutes down the road, guys. So,
man.
And why not our saying good morning to you, Maranya? Hippie's Collectibles. Oh, yeah.
All right. That catches us up with the peanut gallery for this round. Oh, we got one more. Go ahead.
And Maranya says, waffles for me are best with cream chip beef, chicken with chicken gravy, or strawberries and whipped cream. Those first two sound really good to me. I'm not much of a desserts guy, so I don't do sweets. But, yeah, those first two sound good. And Jackson says, blueberry Pop-Tarts for breakfast. I need lunch now.
Now, Jackson, I want to know blueberry Pop-Tarts, because that's my favorite too. Blueberry Pop-Tarts without any frosting, right? You just get the plain blueberry Pop-Tarts, because that's what I get. I don't like any of the ones with frostings on them. But I want to know. And Jackson, he's got the starting line ready for the next round. So, all right. Let's see here. What am I going to show this round? Oh, let's see. How about some Batman stuff?
Show us Batman.
All right, we're going to go with Batman. But the first off, I got to show two books that I'm sure is in everybody's collection. If not, they need to be, without a doubt here. So hold on. I mean, you got, if you don't have these in your collection already, I don't know if I can talk to you anymore. You know, my mom will say, no, you can't talk to them anymore. I mean, and we're talking about the greatest superhero comic book ever made. Solar Man. Come on, Solar Man.
You can't talk to me anymore. You can't talk to me anymore, Rod. I'm sorry. But I do like that cover. Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing my best Metarog here. You know? So
there you go.
And come on, you got to have issue number 2 if you're a real collector now. No, but I
don't know if I'd ever heard of that character. Is that Marvel? Was that Marvel?
Yeah. I want to say it was a cartoon, but I for some reason I don't think it was. But yeah, I think it was only 2 issues. That was it. And it's just. Wow. Okay. It's one of those things, and it's just like, why? What?
See, now I will have to have them, just because they're like, we talk about being C-list characters. These are like LMNOP characters.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and I just came across it because I had it stuffed in like one of the front of the long boxes, and when I pulled out a bunch, it was on, and I'm like, what the? Oh, I vaguely remember this, but. Why? So I just had to throw that out there for a little.
Yeah, it's a comic book. That's why.
That's it. And in one of those Tomorrow books, you showed they had some pictures of Batman and the Outsiders. Well, I had pulled some Batman and the Outsiders from the long box. Here's number 1. I remember when this came out.
Yeah, probably the only time you get to see Jim Aparo draw the Justice League. Which I thought that would have been great if he'd had a long run on that.
Absolutely. And let's see, we got number 2.
Yeah, Baron Bedlam.
And we're bringing ourselves.
Yeah, I love the concept. I love the team and the book and everything, the art and the story. But, just Batman not being in the Justice League, it just it didn't seem right.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I remember when this was coming out, I was seeing the ads for it. In fact, at one point I had like a little cardboard ad, that was shrink wrapped or whatnot for it. And I remember being so psyched. Of course, anything with Metamorpho, I was thrilled. And they were introducing a couple of new characters with Geoforce and Catania. So it was like, yeah, I'm on board. I'm ready for that. Halo. I forgot about Halo. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I just found a big part of my run the other day when I was going through the boxes.
And here is the crossover.
Well, the Teen Titans, yeah, that was a good one.
So I must have really, because we got 2 there, and then I got another 2.
So you like that issue?
I think so.
Oh, a lot of breeding going on.
There we go. Number 6.
Yeah.
And then we get into some old school Batman. Here we go with number 236.
Oh, yeah.
Wail of the Ghost Bride.
Man, there is nothing in those early 70s runs Batman that is cheap anymore.
And then this right here, this was my original copy that I got in a pack of books that had the logos cut off. And this came in one of the packs.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the 100-pager, yeah.
Yeah.
238. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I had to get a upgrade, but yeah, this is my original one from the pack back in the 70s.
Yeah, I love seeing both of those. That had the wraparound cover, right?
Yes, it does. But it was just so cool to see like the Doom Patrol
right
there. Sargon,
drawn by Neil Adams.
Yeah, I mean, Plastic Man. I mean, what's not to love? Here we go with number 239.
Yeah. I remember getting that book from Passaic Book Center in New Jersey from their catalog for 75 cents.
Oh, man. 75 cents, man. Would you love that?
Yeah.
Would you love to have a time machine, right?
Oh, yeah.
Here's a classic one. 244. Ra's al Ghul. With
you know what the funny thing is about this cover, right?
Yes, the pants and the pants.
He just happened to have another pair of pants.
It's just like, what, he wears double? Well, maybe it was cold.
God knows we couldn't show Batman's bare legs.
Yep. And I love this one. This should be a poster. 253, Batman and the Shadow Nose.
Yeah, that one and 251 should definitely be posters. I'm sure 251 probably is.
Absolutely. Make sure not knocking things over here. Here's another 100-page super spectacular. This is my off the rack 255.
Yeah, I don't think I have that one.
I was going to say, wait a minute. I had to think for a second. What do you mean he doesn't have it? He's got all of them.
Yeah, I love that story. Man, that's one of Neil Adams' best art jobs in that first story.
Oh, great stuff. And here is 259.
Oh, yeah. You're bringing back some preciously good memories right now.
Oh,
man.
They do. And I've said it many times, these 100-page spectaculars, that was a special time in my life. Getting these with my grandfather. So, I mean, anytime I see these with that header across there, these square bound, special, man.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got, this is from 84. They got to be out of order in that box because this is Batman 368. I don't know if it's
a good cover.
So, let's see. All right. There's some Batman. And don't forget, rush right out. Hit eBay out. Scroll him in, baby. Come on. We got to push him to the top. Oh.
Wow.
So I thought you'd get a kick out of that.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, all right. Well, here we go. We got Jackson's got my starting line. Thank you once again, Jackson. Appreciate that. Mike Taylor says one person mentions food and it's like a dominoes effect. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and the closer we get to noontime, we all start thinking more and more. Jackson Roykirk says frosted. Oh, he goes with you go with the frosted. Okay. I go with the plain. I like I like it plain. I'll cook them in the toaster, right? When I come out, I put butter on them. So it kind of softens them up so they're not as crumbly. It's just a good combination. Butter and blueberry. Love it. Maranya says, I have some frosted brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tarts that might be a lunch dessert. My kids love those. My kids always loved those ones there. Brown sugar and cinnamon. Absolutely. Michael Taylor says, growing up, my go-to Pop-Tart was the chocolate fudge ones. There you go. Gotta love them. Dr. Von Chilla says, Maranya, quote, creamed chip beef? How very Pennsylvania of you, he says. He's laughing about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. My dad, when he was he told stories about being in the Army, he said they called cream chip beef something else. We'll just say the initials, SOS.
Yes. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. And Jay Lucian says, not a Dr. Solar ripoff at all from Solar Man. Tempest from Mars says, Solar Man, first appearance as well. That's it. It's a key. It's a key. Who knows? They may make a movie someday.
You better hold on to those, Rob.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm ready to go.
You never know.
I got copies, man. I got dupes. Heavy's Collectible says, oh, yeah, Solar Man. Sure. I'm going to go pick that up for sure. Yeah. Right. Maranya says, funny thing, John, I grew up with creamed chip beef on biscuits, never toast in Maryland. Nowadays, I love it on waffles and biscuits. There you go.
There you go, Maranya. Just keep talking about food.
Maranya says, that era of Batman and the Outsiders has some incredible covers. That is what Batman should look like. I agree. I agree. I loved it. Loved that series. Michael Taylor says, love Batman, but never bought Batman and the Outsiders. That's it. That's you've got to go out and get some and enjoy. Exactly. Dr. Von Chilla says, we ain't faking. Whole lot of breening going on. Eric K says, Brave and the Bold is the only affordable early Bronze Age Batman title.
Yeah. That's probably the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. And you wonder, well, you don't wonder why, I guess, but it's just sad that everything is so getting so expensive. But I guess in one way it's good. If I ever have to sell my books, okay, well.
There you go. Yeah.
Michael Taylor says, Doc, that's a great book to have in those packs. Yeah, that was I was really psyched when that was found that in that pack. I got it at a discount hardware store. In a back on an end rack, they had these metal racks on the end cap, and they had a bunch of these magazine comic book 3-packs. And it was like they made them themselves. They were like homemade. They weren't sold by anybody, so they were just trying to, I think somebody was double dipping on them or something. Hippie's Collectible says Passaic Bookstore was an absolute gold mine for back issues.
Yeah, I know I was going to hear from Hippie on that one.
Dr. Von Chilla says Passaic Book Center, you're darn tootin'. Tempest from Mars, Batman always comes prepared for a pantsing.
Yeah.
Love it. Pantsing. That's because of what was it? Who was it that used to? There was a comic book character that used to go around and pantsing. Who was it? Was it Batmite? No. I don't know. I could just be, I don't know. Eric K says he's laughing at what Tempest said. Mike Taylor says perfect character to have on a Batman cover because Shadow is believed to be one of the inspirations for Batman. Absolutely. Dr. Von Chilla says, yeah, Batman 251 has been mass produced as a 2x3 poster. Mercifully, it's one less I have to have custom made. There you go.
John, he's going wild on these posters, so I can't wait to see him show when they get him in.
Oh man, yeah, he sent me a thing of 6 that he's going to have that look great. Doc, fantastic Batmans, every one of them. Well, thank you very much, Michael. Appreciate it. Love them. I love them. I love them. Jackson Roykirk says Solar Man has a long history. First introduced in Solar Man, The Beginning, a Pendium illustrated original book from Pendulum Press in 1979. The comic was adapted from a Solar Man TV cartoon pilot. I thought there was a cartoon, but I couldn't remember seeing it more than, like one time or something. But so
I don't remember hearing about any of that.
Yeah, because I could vaguely remember them showing it like on a Saturday morning, but it was like one of those things like the remember the old Space Ghost crossover, the 6-part crossover for years. That was just a rumor. Oh no, that didn't happen. It didn't really happen. People just imagined, and then come to find out, no, it really happened, but they only aired it once.
Right.
So. Maranya says, I remember pointing out the costume and the pants on Batman to both Engeltine and Eric. They went, huh? As many people likely never noticed that goof. I didn't notice it until well after it had come out about that. So, yes. Michael Taylor says, Dr. Monchilla, killer reference. There you go. Dr. Monchilla says, when I was a child in Mississippi, SOS made with ground beef. When we came to PA and SOS was made with chipped beef, I thought these Yankees are insane. And Maranya says, we're the right kind of insane, though, John. So, yeah, she said. Maranya says, Golden Age Flash, Jay Garrick used to pants him. There you go. Thank you, Maranya.
I should have known that. Yeah. And those early Golden Age books,
He says, he used to pants anyone, criminal or random person. Seriously, check out his early issues or a reading on the Geeky Puppet Show. I'll have to check it. Yeah, I don't have any of the early issues, so I'll have to defer to the Geeky Puppet Show to check that out. Cool beans. Hippie's Collectible says, I thought the Flash did the D-pants. There you go. There you go. Everybody's... I knew it wouldn't take long for people to come up with the correct answer. Hippie's Collectible says, Lady M, I thought so. Absolutely. Mike Taylor says, maybe Batman didn't have thermal underwear, so he had to wear extra tights. Hey, times could be tough for, a millionaire,
Yeah.
All right, you got some more books you're going to share?
Yeah, I got a few more fanzines and stuff to show.
All right. It's all you.
All right. We got another great comic creator. Number 14, featuring Kelly Jones.
Nice.
Did a lot of the Batman stuff. Dead Man. I know he did a Swamp Thing series, so love Kelly Jones stuff. He draws like the Todd McFarlane Batman ears. Or maybe Todd McFarlane got his from Kelly Jones. You never know. But just lots of good stuff in here. His art is really reminiscent of Bernie Wrightson. I'm a big fan.
You can see. Yeah. Wow.
And here's some of his Batman covers.
Oh, yes. Yep.
So cool stuff. And here we got an All Captains issue, back issue number 93.
Oh, nice.
And this is a Dave Cockrum cover.
Oh.
Now, Dave Cockrum was a big fan of Captain Marvel Jr., and he did some backup features in Shazam where he did the art. So those are worth seeking out. This features Shazam in the Bronze Age, Captain Carrot and his Amazing Zoo Crew, Captain Marvel, Captain Super Losers, Captain Universe, Captain Victory, featuring Beck, Broderick, Kirby, Shaw, Starlin, Thomas, and more. So yeah, lots of great stuff in here.
Oh yes,
Jim Starlin stuff. I don't know what this is. Celebrating Marvel's 75th anniversary. Looks like I even read this one. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
And Alter Ego. What is this? Number 114. Timely Marvel, as drawn by Alan Bellman, who I was very fortunate to have met twice and got a picture with him up on my wall. Drew Captain America and a lot of other stuff for Timely back in the 40s.
Wow.
Yeah. And here we have back issue 69, the 100-page 10th anniversary edition with the Dan Jurgens DC cover.
Neat.
Yeah. Lots of cool stuff in here. Kind of funny, you were just showing Batman and the Outsiders.
Hey, there we go.
There's some Batman stuff. Batman, there's an article on Batman 300 and 400. Yeah, there's just nothing in these books that is, I mean, it's all top-notch material.
Nice. Very nice.
And here we have number 27, Comic Book Royalty, starring Aquaman.
Oh, cool.
We have there's some Camelot 3000 stuff, Doctor Doom, Monarch or Monster, Why Jack Kirby Was King. I think we all know why Jack Kirby was king. Alan Weiss Art Gallery Submariner, Arian Lord of Atlantis, Don McGregor's Black Panther, Wolfman and Colin's Night Force, Elvis and Shazam Jr., and Prince in comics. So, like I say, something for everybody, you know.
Absolutely. Look at that.
And speaking of the king, we've got more Jack Kirby Collector, number 61.
Incredible stuff.
More cosmic goings on from the king. Yeah. The Surfer. And we got a picture here of the 1988 San Diego Comic-Con with Roz Kirby, Jack Kirby, Julie Schwartz, and Simone Welch.
Wow.
So very cool. And I think this was going to be something that he was going to do for DC, a black and white mag called True Divorce Life. And this is some original art from that. It's going to be one of those black and white magazines like Spirit World.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And, in the days of the mob. Yeah. But I don't guess DC thought that would sell. So, yeah, lots of great art in here. There's some pages that are penciled and some of them are inked.
Wow.
So for a Kirby fan, just and here we have back issue number 76, featuring the Micronauts.
Oh, wow.
I just recently showed a haul I got from my comic shop. Had Micronauts number 7 with Man-Thing on the cover. But good stuff. Here we got an article on the Atom, shrinking roles and shorter features. The Atom in the Bronze Age.
All right.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff. And here you got, and I was just mentioning that book.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. But yeah, lots of course, you know, Micronauts is based on a toy line, but the books were actually really good. I really enjoyed that series. And more comic book marketplace number 97, issue devoted to Kurt Swan.
Nice.
You know, Neil Adams does a great Superman, but Kurt Swan is my Superman artist.
Yep. Yep.
And here we have a Batman Comic-Con special. Don't know what this is. Back issue 44. Here's a good one. Spider-Man in Bronze Age.
Look at that.
Yeah. Jerry Conway interview, the TV spy to the Clone Saga, and much more. Yeah, just Spider-Man's one of those books. I love Spider-Man, and I'll dip my toe back into like the new stuff, and I've got scattered issues of like the silver and bronze, but I don't know. I love the character, but there was just so many other things that I collected, but that once in a while I had to go back and dip my toe in the Spider-Man well, you know. Spidey Super Stories. I know our buddy Higgy's a big fan of that series.
And Easy Comic Reader.
Yeah, and I'm just going to mention that. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, here we got Comic Book Creator 2. And like I say, I think this guy might have had a couple things that was okay. Joe Kubert, creator and mentor. Had to have this one, you know.
Oh, I can imagine. That's great.
They got interviews.
Awesome.
Just all kinds of wonderful stuff. You got Tor and you got Tarzan and just all kinds of. There's one you wrote called Jew Gangster. I've got that graphic novel. That's awesome.
Wow.
Got some Tor. Yeah, for Joe Kubert fans, I mean, you have to have this one.
Excellent stuff.
And there's one for Higgy.
Look at that.
All right, so for Kubert fans, and I think this was probably not too long after he passed. And here's another good back issue, number 80, Flash and Green Lantern in the Bronze Age with a George Perez cover.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Mark Waid examines the Flash GLA team, the Lost GL fill-ins, Larry Niblin's Ganthet's Tale. Do you remember Ganthet's Tale that John Byrne did, that little Prestige series? New York bonus article, DC Comics New York Office Memories. That's cool. And featuring Mike Barr, Cary Bates, Dave Gibbons, Grill, Infantino, Cooperberg, O'Neill, Ween, and more. So just all kinds of stuff. There's some of my favorite Flash issues from the 70s.
Oh, yes. Yes. The man.
Irv Novick did some great Flash issues.
Mm.
He was another one of those overlooked guys. You know, he did a lot of Batman, too.
Yep.
War Comics. Great stuff. And I know you'll like this one. Back issue number 49, 1970s time capsule issue. Rich Buckler's Deathlock.
Oh, yes.
Love Deathlock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. We got Relevance in Comics, Planet of the Apes. Probably another reason I got this one. Kung Fu Fighter, DC Salutes the Bicentennial, Foom, and Amazing World DC Comics, and much more. So, yeah, this is one of my favorites. It's got everything. You got Richard Dragon, Kung Fu Fighter article.
Nice.
Be surprised if Higgy don't have this one. And here we have Planet of the Apes in Comics. I might have a few of these that they're showing here. And then, they put Mandy in there next to Planet of the Apes because they're kind of similar,
Yeah.
But yeah, just all kinds of. And yes, I do have that Mad issue.
Nice.
And got some Mike Klugart, Tom Sutton. Man, I love these Planet of the Apes covers. I mean, look at that.
Oh, cool.
And when Tom Sutton was on, he did several Planet of the Apes covers. I mean, just the detail. They just let him go wild. They said when he did the original art, it's like, maybe the original art was maybe 11 by 15. Well, they let him do like twice up the size on the original art.
Wow.
On that, yeah. So lots of good stuff about the apes.
Go ape.
Yep. And here we have the Aldo to Zero, the Lexicon of Planet of the Apes, the unauthorized encyclopedia. Guess what? I got that one. And I got this hardback book too with the Jim Stranko cover. So,
cool.
Got an article on Foom and Amazing World DC Comics. So great issue if you can find it.
Yeah.
And a couple more things. I know you like this one. Back issue 79. From Charlton to DC, Action Heroes in the Bronze Age.
Oh, yeah. Got that one.
Figured you did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Great stuff. And speaking of Charlton, here we got a couple issues of Charlton Spotlight. Here's number 9 with Will Franz interview, the guy that did the Private War of Willie Schultz.
Cool.
Space Western Comics. And here we have the guy with the short shorts on riding the horse. We all know that. Yeah. Snuffy Smith, Atomic Rabbit. Yeah, if you're a Charlton fan, it's got some original new comics in there. So very cool stuff in this one.
Awesome.
And last but not least, we have issue number 5 with Spotlight on Joe Gill. I know you know that name from Charlton Comics and other comics.
Yep.
Interview recalls his 40-year career. Steve Skeets, Jim Aparo remembered. Yeah. For some reason, I've got an issue of Justice League United in the middle of here. I don't know what that's about, but oh well. Here's a Captain Atom.
Yeah.
Ditko. See if I can find the Jim Aparo thing, because I think we're kind of both Jim Aparo fans.
Yeah, just a little.
Let's see. Here we go. Best of all possible worlds, working with Jim Aparo.
Oh, Wander, yes.
Yeah, the backup featuring Cheyenne Kid. He did like 6 issues of that.
Very cool.
And I know you know Thane of Bogarth, and there's a story he did for the Ghost of Dr. Graves. Or Thane of Bogarth, I should say.
Great stuff.
Here's an awesome Phantom illustration.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that, right? Okay, that's all I got.
Oh, awesome stuff. Cool beans. All righty. And Jackson's got our starting lineup right there. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3.
And Sleepy Reader's in the house. 666. Hey, Damien.
Great to have you with us, Damien.
Greetings, fine young gentlemen. I don't know about fine, young, or gentlemen, but thank you. Dr. Monchill saying, howdy, Damien. Sleepy, Jackson says. And Hippie saying, hiya, Damien. And Ron says, you mean his super thermal B-long underwear? That's the one.
Those are them.
Sleeper Reader 66 says, John, Jackson, Tom, hey, fine comic book aficionados.
There we go.
Absolutely. Ron is saying, good morning to you, Damien. I'm about to tell you, I need to start buying these comic book related mags and track down some of the ones I've missed when I'm able to. Yeah, the thing about that is if you don't have a subscription or you don't get these books when they come out, I mean, they don't have huge print runs. So if you're trying to track down an older one, good luck. I mean, it's just, and when you do find them, they're outrageous for some reason. I know you've been on eBay and other places and trying to find those books, and I said the price is stupid, but they just they print to the subscription. People's got the subscriptions, and just like for you for comic shops and this, that, and the other. So it's always great to get a subscription. And Michael saying hello, Sleepy. And Sleepy saying good morning, Maranya. And Southern Comic Geeks in the house. Yeah,
great to have you with us.
Shannon, are you going to Lexicon in a few weeks? I am not. I think I went to my last one last year because I went to the comic preview night. It was like on a Thursday night. It runs Thursday through Sunday. And they have like all the big TV and movie people, and but the Thursday night was like all comics and comic creators. And it was, I'm like, okay, well, you had the parking went, magically from like $5 or $6 to like $20 for parking. Okay. This is just 30 minutes away from me. So $20 for parking, $20 for a ticket. I said, I would have rather spent that money on comics. So I'm just, when I go to shows, I'm going to focus on little comic shows and not the great big, lots of great people there and lots of great books and artists and all that. But I think I'm pretty much done with it. Not that it's not a great show, but yeah, $40 just to get in and park, it's a little much for me. And Rob Brown says, I agree. The Micronauts was a good book. Yep. And Michael says, yes, Maranya. And Maranya says, Kurt Swan's Superman reminds me of the Fleischer Studios Superman face-wise. Yep. Love Kurt Swan.
I can see that.
Dr. Von Chill, because divorce and a title always sells books. You're talking about the Kirby book. When Sleepy Reader says, Michael, greetings, sir. And Rob Brown says, oh, great Spidey cover. Yeah. And Nippy says, agreed on Kurt Swan, Shannon. Thank you. And Sleepy's laughing at John. And Rob Brown, Spider-Man from the Bronze Age is my favorite Spidey. Oh, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
And Sleepy is agreeing. Swan is the iconic artist.
Absolutely.
And Ron says, Shannon, check out the new Ultimate Spider-Man series. I've got it on very good authority. That's quite good. I'll have to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ron. And Michael Taylor says, one of the ways you can tell it's Swan Superman is how he would draw that marking on his S. That makes sense. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does.
And Sleepy Reader says, where would we be without tomorrow? So excellent. Yeah. And Eric K says, it makes perfect sense, Michael, on the S. Yeah. And Dr. Rod Chill saying, indeed, Damien. And Ron says, it does, Michael. I learned to draw the Superman S from John Byrne. He said the negative areas look like two fish swimming in opposite directions. He's right. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And Rob says, I was accepted to the Kubert School when I was young, but didn't have the means to move to Jersey. It sucked. Oh, man.
Oh,
that would have been great.
Mm.
And Ron says, ouch, that does indeed suck, Rob. Yeah. It did. Broke my heart. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I did the correspondence thing, and I was like, if I could have went to the school, that would have been great.
Mm.
And Sleepy Anderson, dang, Rob. Yeah. And Rob says, so I spent 20 years learning the trade instead of learning it in 3. Yeah, because it's just a 3-year school if you go to the actual school.
Oh, wow. And
Ronnie says, fun fact, Roddy McDowell guest appeared on Carol Burnett shows in full Cornelius makeup, which I believe took 3 to 4 hours to put on. Yep. Yeah, I've got that saved on YouTube somewhere. Yeah, I remember that because apes were all over the place. I mean, you saw Paul Williams come out on the Tonight Show dressed up in his orangutan makeup from the Battle for the Planet of the Apes, and I think he was singing, so it was awesome.
Oh, wow.
And Rob Brad says, I can't help but think that my career would have been more successful if I'd went to the Kubert School. Well, what I've seen of Rob's comic work, I think he did pretty okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he's. I think you're all right, Rob.
Yeah, but I understand what he's saying, though. I mean, I would have loved to do it myself with my meager artistic ability.
Mm.
And Dr. Von Chell says, back around 1987, a friend of mine and I got lost on the way to an antique car show. I wound up driving right past the Kubert School. Of course, I had to stop the car. Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, and I was just saying that Paul Williams did some on the Johnny Carson show. Yeah. Did the same. And Rob Brown says, rubbing elbows with real pros, etc. Yeah. And Maranya says, learning to trade by osmosis, if nothing else, Rob. Hugs. And Rob says, and not to mention learning the ins and outs for tax write-offs, etc. That's always helpful. Yeah. And Michael Tell says, Maranya saw that on YouTube in the Burnett show. Watched that show in real time with my mother. Yeah. I remember seeing that when it first came out because we were always, my whole family always watched Carol Burnett.
Yes, absolutely. It was appointment television.
Right. And Jackson Rucker says, that's all I got, Shannon says. That's all I got. Yeah. And Michael Tell says, cool Phantom illustration. More great mags, Shannon. Thank you, sir. And Jackson says, unfortunately, so many older Tomorrow's mags are only digital. Yeah. You can get them digitally if you just want to read them. I think they're a few bucks a piece. But if you want to get the print versions, a lot of them, good luck. Yeah.
Yes.
And the Geeky Puppet Show's in the house.
Hey, Geeky Puppet Show.
Welcome. We hope to see Dr. Silverage tomorrow for our first reading. We're reading Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos #4. We've also got Fantastic Four 24 for our second reading.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Yes.
Everybody check that out.
I plan on being there for the 8 o'clock or 8:15 rather, 8:15 reading, the first reading. So hopefully we'll be in good voice. Definitely check them out. And if you haven't yet, you got to go check them out. The readings are a lot of fun. And jump in, be a reader. They'd love to have you. I know.
Yeah, I have to say this. I've been invited on that show and I've not been able to get on. And I hate that just because of things going on. And now with the music, my time's going to be kind of limited, but I'm all about promoting other people's channels, and I know you are too, Rod. So definitely check out the Geeky Puppet Show. Check out all your fellow YouTubers in the chat. If they have content on channel or they're appearing on a stream or whatever the deal may be, just please support your fellow YouTubers and comic fans.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And Maranya says low print runs and limited market, higher prices on the secondary market. Yep.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately. Yeah. And the Geeky Puppet Show says it's George Bell Appreciation Day on Sunday. I know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dr. Valenchill says, indeed, Jim Apparel's Phantom was spectacular. Yes.
Yes.
And Ron is saying, good morning, Southern Comic Geek. Ron says, sadly, I will not be there on Sunday for the reading.
Oh.
Too bad.
Yeah. Oh.
And Michael Taylor says, great show as always. Had a blast. Doc, Shannon, and Peanut Gallery have a great weekend and upcoming week. You as well, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, Michael. You as well.
And Dr. Ron Jill says,
whoops, I clicked it by mistake.
Okay. Dr. Von Jill says, when I saw Ramstein in Philadelphia in 2022, the parking fee was $50. What world am I living in? Yeah, it's a music concert. That's a band, but yeah, that's stupid for the parking. It's just
wow.
Yeah,
$50.
I would rather drive 3 hours for free parking or $5 parking. Just not have to deal with all that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. And Hippie says, as always, collect what you like and love what you collect. Peace. Love that saying.
Words to live by.
And Dr. Ronchell saying later, Tom. And Michael tells us Superman wasn't a full strength, struggle with it in those Fleischer cartoons. Yeah.
Hadn't absorbed enough of the yellow sun yet.
Yeah, that was back in his leaping tall buildings in a single bound without flying.
That's it.
And the Geeky Puppet Show says tonight on the channel we have two back-to Hawkman readings starting at 8 p.m. Central. Issues 11 and 12 of the 2002 Jeff Johns Hawkman series. The Atom guest stars.
Woohoo!
Also,
whoop. So tune in if you can. Tune in tonight. Check it out.
And Michael Taylor saying hello to Geeky. In Eric case, I've got lucky finding some past back issue magazines on eBay. Just have to be patient. Yeah. You got to search around.
That's it.
And Dr. Von Jill says Paul Williams in full ape costume singing a song on Johnny Carson. And here I was spending an occasional Saturday night dropping acid.
Oh, my gosh.
And Michael Taylor says there's a YouTube music video on McCartney another day with the Fleischer cartoons.
Wow. Cool beans.
And Ibis Collectible says, LOL, it was awesome, John. Yeah. And Jackson Orkirk says, sounds like you need to order to fully appreciate William singing in the ape makeup. Yeah. And Michael Taylor, Fleischer Superman. Yeah.
Yeah. Fleischer.
And Dr. Voncello says, got to go make lunch. Wonderful show, Rod and Shannon and Peanut Gallery. Hope to see y'all next week. Please love yourselves. Thank you, John.
Yes, thanks so much, John. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your weekend and a great week.
Absolutely.
Give Pauline our best.
Maranya says, take care, Rod, Shannon, and all the peanuts, nuts of the day, four-color fossils in training, and all the comic book lovers out there. Stay safe. Thank you, Maranya, and you as well.
Thank you very much, Lady M. Sorry I won't be able to see you on Sunday night for the reading. But take care. Have a great week.
And Rob Brown's laughing out loud at Acid and Dr. Von Chilla. And Mike Tell says, bye, Dr. Von Chilla. And Tempest from Mars says, have a good one, everyone, as you as well, sir.
Yes, you too.
And Michael Tell says, you too, TFM.
All right, and that catches us up, and I think that pretty much does it for us for another week. Man, it flies by.
It does. It does fly by. So I take it you're going to go back upstairs and warm up?
I'm going to start that wood stove. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start that wood stove. I'm going to go about 10 feet from where I am right now and load that sucker up.
Yeah, I don't have one, but I know my mom and dad do, and I know my dad's got it fired up right now.
Oh, it's like I don't know, 25 outside right now or something like that. So down here it's not quite that cold, but boy, it's cold enough. So what you got going on the rest of the weekend?
Probably I'm probably just going to be right in here doing some music homework and practicing for those upcoming gigs. Might try to straighten some of this up because it is getting in a really bad mess. I'm getting to where I'm having to like turn sideways to walk through here now. So that's when you know it's time to start putting stuff back in order.
Welcome to my world.
Right.
Oh man.
What do you got going on?
Nothing much this week. My son's going to be coming up. He's got baseball practice, so he comes by here and visits for a little while. He does his laundry and then goes off to practice. So looking forward to seeing him, chatting up, catching up on the. We share opinions on what's going on in the wrestling world.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, and then tomorrow is just a relaxing day. I know the 500's on, the Daytona 500, so we might check that out. Probably have a nap in my future, I would say, too.
Yeah.
So.
You know, the best thing about this week is for me, baseball season has started because all the pitchers and catchers have reported and doing workouts. And I guess tomorrow the position players come in and start working out, and soon we got baseball, albeit in exhibition form. But you know, I'm a huge baseball fan, huge Cincinnati Reds fan. So from all the money they spent this year and all the prospects and stuff, they should be loaded. It looks good on paper, but we'll see what happens.
That's it. I remember you saying that about the Red Sox so many times before they did win anything, saying, "Oh yeah, this is the year, and then something would happen, and we would always, whether it was an injury or something, and it was just like, oh man.
We're always optimistic about it, though, right?
That's it. There's always next year. That's what used to be our motto. There's always next year. So. All right, I guess that wraps it up for us for another show. Thank you, everybody in the Peanut Gallery and those who will watch this on the replay for taking some time out of your day and weekend or time to spend with us. We greatly appreciate it, as always.
That says it all.
So until next week, everybody have a great week. Take care.
See you, everybody.